On the night of my wedding, I found out my wife was sleeping with my best friend. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just smiled and started planning the most perfect revenge she could never see coming. For an entire year, I pretended to be the most loving husband, built her trust, and gave her everything she ever wanted, only to destroy it all in one single night. This is the story of how I made my cheating wife and my so-called best friend lose everything, without even raising my voice. They told me, "Your wedding night is supposed to be magical. A night where everything changes. Where two people finally become one." They were right. Everything did change that night. Just not the way I imagined. The reception had just ended. The guests were gone, the music had faded, and our house was glowing softly under the fairy lights. The smell of roses and candles lingered in the air. Empty champagne glasses stood on the table, half-eaten cake still waiting to be finished. Laura was laughing, that light, playful laugh that made me fall in love with her in the first place. She twirled around in her wedding dress, her hair falling loose. "Happy, Mr. Husband?" she teased. I smiled, my chest full. "More than ever," I said. And in that moment, I believed it. We put on soft music, danced in the middle of our living room, just the two of us. She kissed me on the cheek, whispered, "I still can't believe we're finally married." "Me neither," I whispered back, kissing her forehead. It was perfect. Everything I ever wanted. Or so I thought. Laura giggled. "I'll be back in a second. I need to take off this makeup before it glues itself to my face." She disappeared into the bathroom. And then buzz. Her phone lit up on the nightstand. Normally, I would never touch her phone. We trusted each other completely. But this time, I don't know why I even looked. Maybe it was instinct. Maybe God wanted me to see it. Because there it was. "Ryan. My best friend." The message said. "Last night was heaven. Wish it was you here with me tonight." I froze. The words blurred for a second. My heart started pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. And then, another message. "Don't let him suspect anything. Our little secret is safe." In that moment, something inside me shattered. I wasn't just a groom anymore. I was a fool. My best friend. My wife. On the night of our wedding, I sat there, staring at the phone. I could feel my hands trembling. Part of me wanted to storm into the bathroom, throw the phone at her, scream until my throat bled. Part of me wanted to call Ryan and tell him he just destroyed me. But instead, I placed the phone back. Exactly where it was. Laura came back, her face glowing, hair tied up. She smiled when she saw me sitting quietly. "What are you thinking about?" she asked, sitting beside me. I forced my lips into a smile. "Just how lucky I am." She blushed, kissed me on the cheek. "Well, you better get used to it. You're stuck with me now, mister." I laughed softly. "Yeah. Stuck." We cut the cake together, fed each other bites, took selfies. She posted pictures online, caption, "Best night of my life, Redheart." And I just smiled at the camera. Because no one could know what was boiling inside me. Later, when she fell asleep on my chest, I stared at the ceiling for hours. That was the night Jordy, the loving, trusting man, died. And someone else was born. Someone colder. Patient. Silent. Someone who was going to destroy everything she thought was safe. Without raising his voice, without losing his temper. Because she thought she could break me and walk away smiling. She had no idea I was about to turn her world into her worst nightmare. From that night forward, every kiss, every laugh, every sweet word I spoke, was part of my plan. She thought I was falling more in love. But in reality, I was building her perfect nightmare. That night changed me. But instead of rage, I chose patience. Instead of screaming, I chose silence. Because silence is the most dangerous weapon. The next morning, I woke up before Laura. Made her breakfast. Left a note on the kitchen counter. To my beautiful wife. Last night was perfect. Here's to a lifetime of love. Red Heart. Jordy. When she read it, she came running to me, hugged me tight. You're the sweetest man alive, she said. I smiled, kissed her on the forehead. And deep inside I thought, yes, Laura. Keep believing that. I bought a second phone. Installed a secret tracker. Connected Laura's cloud to it, quietly. Every picture she took, every message she sent, was now in my pocket. I'd wait for her to go shopping, then check my phone. Sometimes it was nothing. Sometimes it was them. Selfies at a cafe. Text saying, I miss you. Plans to meet when I was at work. Every time I saw one, it cut deeper. But I stayed calm. Because I was building my case. At home, I became the perfect husband. I took her out on dates. I bought her gifts. I cooked her favorite meals. She'd look at me and say, Jordy, you're spoiling me. And I'd laugh. You deserve it, babe. Inside I was thinking, yes, you do. You deserve everything I'm about to do to you. One evening, Laura was sitting on the couch scrolling through her phone. Babe, she said, Ryan asked if we could all go out together this weekend. What do you think? I smiled. Sure, why not? He's like a brother to me. She smiled, relieved. You're the best, you know that? I kissed her hand. I try. But later that night, I forwarded that text to myself, saving it as more proof. I wanted her to feel safe. To believe I was still blind. Because the more comfortable she felt, the harder the fall would be. One afternoon, while I was setting up a hidden camera in the living room, I heard her footsteps approaching. I quickly pretended to be fixing the Wi-Fi router. She peeked in. What are you doing? I smiled. Internet's been slow lately. Just checking the wires. She shrugged and went back upstairs. I exhaled slowly. That was close. Months passed. My evidence folder was full. I had screenshots of texts, call logs, pictures of them together, even videos from my hidden camera. But that wasn't enough. I wanted more than proof. I wanted impact. So I decided to throw Laura the biggest anniversary party ever. I told her, Babe, 1 year of marriage deserves something special. Let's invite everyone, friends, family, everyone we love. Her face lit up. That's such a good idea. I smiled. It'll be a night we'll never forget. And I meant it. I rented a projector, built a slideshow. But it wasn't full of romantic memories. No. It was full of them. Every lie. Every secret kiss. Every message. I edited it perfectly. Set it to music. It was going to play right after my anniversary speech. They thought I was planning a celebration. But I was planning their destruction. And when the night came, I was ready. The house was glowing with lights. Champagne bottles popped, laughter filled the air, music played softly. Friends, family, neighbors, everyone we knew was there. Laura looked like an angel in her black dress, smiling, greeting guests, hugging people. Ryan was there too, acting like nothing ever happened. And I smiled at them both. Enjoy tonight, I whispered to myself. It's the last time you'll ever smile like this. I tapped the glass with a spoon. Ding, ding, ding. Everyone quieted. I stood up, smiling warmly. First of all, thank you everyone for being here tonight. 1 year ago, I married the love of my life. It has been a year full of memories. Some happy, some painful. But tonight isn't just about celebrating love. It's about telling the truth. Laura's smile faltered just a little. Ryan shifted in his seat. I continued, my voice calm. Marriage is about trust. About honesty. And when that trust is broken, well, it changes everything. I clicked the remote. The lights dimmed. The screen behind me lit up. At first, wedding pictures. Our smiles, our first dance, our honeymoon. Guests clapped softly. Laura smiled nervously. Then, the next slide. Laura and Ryan in a cafe, holding hands. The room went silent. Then more pictures, texts, screenshots. Last night was heaven. I can't wait to see you again. A video played from my living room camera. Laura and Ryan kissing on the couch while I was at work. Gasps filled the room. Someone dropped a glass. Laura's face turned pale. Ryan stood up. "Jordy, what the hell is this?" he shouted. I turned to him, calm as ever. "This," I said softly, "is the truth." "Jordy!" Laura screamed. "This isn't what it looks like." I laughed softly. "Oh? Because to me, it looks like betrayal." She ran toward me, tears streaming. "Please! Don't do this here. We can talk about it privately." I stepped back. "No, Laura. For 1 year, you lied to me privately. You smiled in my face, kissed me goodnight, told me you loved me. All while sneaking behind my back with him. Tonight, everyone gets to see the real you." Ryan slammed his glass down. "This is between us, man. Why humiliate everyone?" I turned to him, my voice ice cold. "You were my best friend, Ryan. You stood beside me at my wedding. And the same night you were in bed with my wife. You humiliated me first. This is just balance." Whispers filled the room. People shook their heads. Some glared at Laura, others at Ryan. Laura's parents looked horrified. Ryan's wife, if you include her in story, slapped him across the face and stormed out. I stepped forward, holding the mic. "Laura, when I married you, I promised to love you forever. But you broke every vow we made. And Ryan, you weren't just a friend, you were my brother. But you showed me what kind of man you really are." I set the mic down slowly. "This marriage is over. You two deserve each other. And I deserve peace." I walked out of the party calm, composed. Behind me, Laura was sobbing, begging me to stay. Ryan tried to follow, but 2 of my cousins blocked him. I got in my car, drove away. And for the first time in a year, I felt free. People ask me if I regret it. If I regret humiliating her in front of everyone. And my answer is simple. She chose public betrayal. I chose public truth. If you like this video, make sure hit the subscribe button and enable bell icon for further stories. Thanks for watching my video.